Welcome, welcome, and we're back. Okay, for the third time. So, number one video was blurry. Number two video was also blurry. Am I being tested or what? Anyway, we're back. This one should not be blurry. If it is, I swear I'm gonna cry. But I don't think it is. Anyway, as you can see, we got a different deck. We got a new deck for you. Okay. And we got our tea. Cheers. Take a sip. Spirit finna come through with that tea. Okay, this is a goddess tea. This is what I like to call my own personal goddess tea, coming at you very soon. Coming at you like Cleopatra. Okay, anyway. How are y'all doing? Is everybody doing well? I'm proud of myself. I don't care. I'm proud of myself, and I'm loving every bit of it. All right, let's show you what I've been trying to show you for how long. Yes. Green Adventurine. Is she calling? If she calling, you better answer that call. Stand up for me, baby. You gonna stand up nice? Yes, you are. And then we have a bracelet here. And it's adjustable. So you can make it tighter, you can make it looser. Intentionally wrapped, okay? Then we have our onyx ring. And just a regular copper wrapped design. Yes. Okay, welcome to Awoken by Ife. I'm so glad that you found your way here. If you clicked on the page, it is for you. If you clicked on this video, it is for you. These are timeless readings. Okay, timeless conversations, timeless spiritual tea for you. I say they're timeless because these keys from this treasure chest has the ability and the power to help you heal the past, help to guide the present, and to build the future. So, take everything, put it in your bag, and go about your journey. And when you do need them, you pull them out and you use them. And sometimes a message may be entirely not even for you, but it may be for someone who's close to you. When they're going through something and you hear Awoken by Ife's message just play over in your head, you might be able to, give them an encouraging word that you heard from a message. Also, you send them over this video, tell them to like and subscribe, Leave a comment and let me know how it's blessing your soul. Be blessed, We above and never below, But we know the balance is always the flow. Let's sip a next. Sip a tea. Hey, sip that tea. Y'all like my cup? I do too. Yes. Okay, it's nice and hot. Okay, let's start with our 3 mindful breaths. Yes. So my nose feels a little ticklish. So if y'all hear me sneeze, bless me. Okay. All right. Ooh. And they flying already. All right, they flying already. I didn't even say nothing yet. Welcome, Spirit. Welcome, Spirit, to the table. Look at the goodness. Welcome, Spirit, to the table. Thank you so much for being with us, Spirit. Thank you so much for the messages coming through clear and precise. Thank you for opening up our eyes, our ears, the chakras of our body, giving the message as you do best. Do that thing. Oh, okay, all right. And those are the, yeah, those are the last two. There you go. This deck, this deck, this deck. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. However, this version is no longer available. You're going to have to go ahead and get the next version if you're interested in this. Okay? Do your thing. Do your thing. Okay. First thing I'm hearing is patience is a virtue, my dear. Patience is a virtue. Watch your words in this season. Feelings are not always what they crack up to be. You know, sometimes the energies around you are fooling you and causing you to think that things are a way that they are really not. So we have to be so careful with those types of things. We have to be so careful with premature giving up. We have to be careful with, you know, taking ourselves out the race before the race even begins, you know, taking ourselves out and saying, you know what, we're not made for this, you know. We have to remember to be so guided, letting us know we are guided, you know. We are doing what we're supposed to do in the time that we're supposed to do it. And we got this, you know, we got this. We're not here on this journey by ourselves. We are definitely being guided and, you know, greatly spiritually protected. Knowing that the glass is half full and not half empty. Okay, perspective. Your perspective definitely can guide your day and how your day comes over to you. You know, if you decide that the day is not great, then the day is not great, you know. But even if you're feeling like, oh, it's down, you're depressed, you know, and you decide to do something different, and you decide to go against that energy, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win. You're going to change the motion of your day. You know, you're going to change the perspective of your day. Nothing is written in stone, you know. Everything can be changed. Everything can be altered. And the only thing that we know for sure is change. You know that something is going to change. It's not going to stay the same. It either changes for the worse or it changes for the better. I'm going to take another sip. You know, and okay, Spirit says not all the time does medicine taste good. You know, but it is good for you. You know, so sometimes we have to get past the taste of a moment and know that, you know what, this moment is here to teach me something. This moment is here to guide me in some way. This moment is here to protect me in some way. This moment is here to reveal something to me. So when we sit in an energy where we're like down and, you know, muggy, it's hard for us to see what the moment is actually doing with us because our vision is not clear. You know, Spirit is showing me a car where the glass is like spotty. Your vision and your ability to drive at your highest frequency is altered because you can't see clearly. So now instead of only not being able to see clearly, now you're wondering to yourself, oh God, am I going to run into somebody? Am I going to run into something? What's going to happen? Now all of these, you've opened the door for the negative chatter, you know, and the negative lingering spirits to now have a gateway to cling on to you and say, oh yeah, I got her now. I got him now. oh, we finna ride this for free. No, no free riders. You can't have these things living in your heart and your mind rent free. No, if you want to have them living there, they gotta pay. No, but evict them, because it's not serving us no good. This ain't tethered, so everything is like threads, everything has its ins and its outs. These emotions that we're feeling, everything is tied into one. It is leading us to something, so we have to learn how to alchemize these energies. We have to learn what it's trying to teach us, so that when it comes, we can just welcome it and say, okay, I see what you're trying to do here. I see what you're trying to teach me, and let it know whether you have the space for it or not, And if it's something that you have to grow out of, you let it know. Listen, I no longer have the space for you at the moment. I wish I did. I'm so sorry, but I've moved on. Like we spoke about in the last message, are you aligning with these things? Are you still aligned with certain energies and certain behaviors, certain patterns, certain cycles? Are you still intertwined with these things, So somebody out here is, calling on their spirits to explain to them a few of the situations that they're going through. And I'm hearing my spirit saying so loud from theirs is that you have to go through the storm in order to get on the other side, and the eye of the storm is usually the most chaotic, and that's where you are right now. But after the eye has passed, you have one or two few wins, and then you're out. Yes, it feels like your eye is sitting, and sometimes eyes do sit. They sit for days, they sit for weeks sometimes, and the damage is catastrophic. However, when it comes to the chosen ones, that even though the damage may be catastrophic, the rebirth is going to be that much better. Like the grounds are being mulched and molded for something big and something much better. So you have to realize that, hey, this is just a part of it. This is all part of it. It's tethered. You're being guided. And then, okay, I don't have a denomination, but I grew up Christian. I call myself spiritual because I see God in everything. I see God everywhere, not just in one religion or the other religion, I see God everywhere. That's just personally me. I can speak to anyone and see God in them and take what I need and the message that God is bringing through them to me, because we're all gods, we're all made of the same omnipotent energy. We're all made of the same highest power of energy, so it's a little bit about me in the third video, but I say that to say there is a part of the Bible whereby Jesus is allowing the people to know, like, we're all one in this, and everything has its place, in a lot of the messages that he brought forth, right? So let's not be so caught up on what the storm looks like. Sometimes it's just needing you to say, okay, hey, Spirit, you with me? Spirit saying, yeah, step out. Step out if you truly believe. Step out if you're truly in your knowing. And sometimes it just takes for you to work that faith, Not all the times is it always going to work out just how you want it to work out. Sometimes it's just to hold fast to that faith and let Spirit know, like, yo, I'm gonna trust you, because before they can give you the good stuff, they gotta give you smaller things to see what's your management skills like. You know, you don't just go through just like that. You know, this one is saying going back to the future, you know, and it's basically just talking about sometimes, a lot of the times, you have to start from the beginning. You have to start over, you know, you have to start over in order to go to the future. Sometimes you have to take a few steps back and take a few moments of recollection and looking into yourself and seeing, okay, where was I last year this time? What was I doing? You know, what was my mindset like? What was I feeling like? You know, so knowing that your past is tethered to the present and also tethered to your future, when you go back, you're not going back to stay there. You're not going back to continuously dwell there. You're going back to see if you missed anything and to also give you a sense of gratitude. You know, sometimes when we look back, we have to say, when I look back over my life, you know, and I think things over, I can truly say that I've been blessed. You know, I have a testimony because last year I wasn't dealing with this situation. I was dealing with something much worse. And, you know, Spirit brought me through that. God brought me through that. Most High brought me through that, you know, to give you that more potent, powerful sense of gratitude, you know, honoring yourself in the journey and knowing, taking a moment to say, you know what, you're doing great. Like, you're doing really, really good. If you take a moment to listen to somebody else's story, to see what they're going through right now, currently, while you're complaining about your little bit of apples, you know, they wish they had an apple. They wish they could have had the complaint that you have. You know what I mean? And it's not saying, I'm not saying to be in the energy of, well, I ain't complaining because ain't nobody listening. Spirit will listen. Spirit will listen. But there's also the strong reminder of watch your words. You know, the universe doesn't understand venting. That's a human thing that we created, you know, to sit in lower energies for a little while and move through what we have to move through. But at the end of the day, the universe does not understand, your venting. It's just hearing the commands. And then tomorrow, when your tomorrow manifests from your very seeds that you sowed, you're trying to figure out, well, how did I get here? But it's because the seeds that you sowed. Wow. Okay, Spirit, I hear you. Wow. Let me sip some tea because, wow. I need a moment. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I hear Spirit say, yeah, boo, be coming for you. I don't know who else had to take a moment and to sit back, but let me tell you, that one hit. That I feel like stopping the video right here. Like, sis, I wrapped my head today and you still snatching these edges right under this bonnet. It's okay though. We in it to win it. We in it to win it. We in it together. It's not only me. It's all of us. And you're doing it for my highest and greatest good. So I'm going to let you slide this time. What they say? Clap it. Sorry. You know, I got to put a little bit of keeks in there. But anyway, yeah, strong message of watching the words, because you're manifesting. You know, you're currently manifesting at every moment, every beck and call, every second, every situation. You're manifesting the future. You're manifesting reciprocity, right? So whatever you're giving out, you're receiving abundantly. You know, Whatever you're giving out, you're receiving that abundantly. So be careful of what you decide that you want to be saying, because Spirit is not playing. Spirit is is very heightened on, on the face of the earth right now. Spirit is not playing with you. You want to be talking crazy? Okay, we'll give you crazy. Oh, that's what you said? Oh, no problem. All right. Them children make you so sick? Oh, really? Okay. She said, oh, no problem. Now tomorrow you swear, like, where these kids come from? Like, they want orange should be the new black? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it, where they come from. But what are you saying? What are you speaking? Your relationship, it'll never get better. And then when it gets worse tomorrow, you're like, what? I mean, that's what you said. We just out here doing what you said. Just because you don't believe that your words are powerful doesn't mean that your words are not powerful. And Spirit is going to show you that your words are powerful. Spirit is going to let you know, hey, your words will manifest 10 times fold, baby. Like, what you really talking about? What are we really doing here? So something that we really have to be careful about is our words and how we choose to be with our words. What thoughts we choose to entertain. What vibrations we choose to sit in for a long period of time. What are we saying to ourselves? What are we acknowledging to? Who is around us that are feeding the things that we are trying to starve? What are the habits that you're moving out of that anytime you're with a person, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, whoever, auntie, uncle, are they still feeding into the person that you are no longer? Or are they feeding into the person that you are? And it be all laughs and jokes. Now, I'm not saying go out and burn fire on everybody. But there comes a time in your life where people will speak and you just, in your mind, slash it. Like if you playing, what's that game? I'm seeing the fruits go up. And you got to swipe like that on your screen and it slashes. Put it down if you remember what I'm talking about or if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, sometimes you just got to slash it and be like, no, that's not for me. It's the balance. It's the balance. You have to learn the balance. We have to learn the balance of this life. We had that is tethered. We have to learn the balancing act. We got to learn how to walk that tightrope and have people like, wow, and in awe, how are they doing that? Like what in the world? How are they reaching this? How they get into these milestones, And we have to be out here like, listen, I had to learn how to be okay in the seasons when I wasn't okay. And it's okay to say that you not, I'm really not feeling it today. I'm really not feeling these these feelings. But what is the feeling trying to teach you? What is it trying to say? So we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up, as we get into, emotion. Of course, these readings will get longer as we get into emotion. But as of right now, I just want to know how I'm feeling, how it's finessing, how y'all liking it. We cannot leave without our 5 gratitudes. I hope y'all was ready. Sip some tea. Cheers to us. Cheers to life. Cheers to spirit, of course. All right, Spirit said flip the card first. All right. There's no escaping it. The road is closed. There's no escaping it. You cannot go back. You can't go back to where you're now coming from. Okay? You cannot not go forward. You cannot allow You cannot run or escape from what Spirit has for you. So, you know, do what you got to do. I'm also hearing that somebody asked something specific while this was going on, and they're saying it's a no. It's a no. It's a no for you in that. But my spirit, you know, they say you could go ahead and go try if you want to. You could go ahead, you could go ahead and try it if you don't believe, you know, because this is not the first message that you've listened to and asked this question, and this is not the first time you've asked for it to be clear, and this is clear as day. So, but you can still decide that you want to act like you want to ignore this. And what they said, frig around and find out. Mess around and find out, baby. Mess around and find out. You will have a story to tell. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. All right. Well, whoever that was for, we praying that you make the right decision. You know, we praying that you don't have to get dragged face down in the mud, you know, for you to learn this lesson, or for you to understand what this is what's going on. Like, you can't escape this. So do what you got to do. But for the rest of us, all right. For the rest of us, no, you don't want to. Oh, that's where you want to be? Okay, I'm gonna leave you right there. For the rest of us, oh, do y'all see how that looks? Whoever is trying to ignore, this is what you heading for. A rabbit hole into the dark. Do y'all see how that look? Like, I hope y'all can see what I'm seeing. Like, how that looks like a rabbit hole of, like, damnation, like the top of, like, a whirlwind or a tornado or something. Or even, like, a hurricane, and it's like you're heading straight for destruction. All right, Spirit, come through. Oh, I honor you. I really honor you. You're really doing it. You are really doing it. I love that. I love this for us. But, and Spirit is saying that's a message for everybody. That's not even only a message for that person or those people who had that specific message, but this is a message for everybody. If you keep fighting the fight, you lose out on this, on the good of this, and you inherit that. So if that's what you want to do, you know, Spirit saying jump right on that plane, jump right on that train. You know, the tickets are free. The tickets are free to try. But whew, I'm gonna leave that there. Whew, all right. Okay. So we are grateful for a clear video. A clear video. We got clear videos. Yeah, we got clear videos. Okay. We are grateful for the clear video. I'm grateful for this. I've been looking at it the whole time. It is so cute. I'm grateful that we were able to have tea together. Cheers. I'm grateful for the opportunity to even be on here. I'm grateful for my feet today, for they have carried me a very long way. And I'm grateful that they're going to continue to carry me along this journey with no pain, you know, and no hiccups. So let me know how this resonated with you and how you feeling about it, what you liked about it. Remember, please like, subscribe, you know, give me a shout out, write something in the comments, be nice to me as I be nice to you. I honor your spirit, and I thank you for even allowing me the time to share this message with you. I am forever grateful. That's one thing about me. I'm always going to be grateful for moments where someone allows me to flow into their lives, and they allow the conversation so that I can even get messages, you know, from my higher selves and from the omnipotent ones, you know, the ones who are walking with us and guiding us and the ones who know the way, you know. So I'm grateful for that. I'm forever humbled with that. I hope y'all liked this deck. I'll be using it again. And I have another one that I think I'm going to pull out. And don't come for me because that one is like a original like tarot deck. It's the first deck I've ever had, but it's original like tarot deck. But I kind of read tarot according to my spirit. I don't really always read it according to how, you know, most people are supposed to read tarot. If I connect with something, I connect on it on my level, and I use it, you know, to give the messages that my spirit is called to give, you know, how I feel when I see the card, or, you know, what's happening, because I can see balance today, and I don't accept any reverse cards. If you have not noticed, I get clear messages and you let me know what it is from an upright card, so I can even get this. But depending on the rest of the spread and what I'm feeling and intuitively getting, the download that I'm getting, I would then know, okay, well, you're out of balance, or you need to be more in sync. So that's just a little bit about how I do my readings, you know, just a little bit more about Awoken by Ife and how she chooses to flow, you know, with the gift. All right, so I'm gonna see you guys later. I hope I didn't miss anything, and if I did, there's always next time. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Over and out, always above, never below. And remember, the balance is the flow. So let's flow in it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's flow in it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We out. Okay, till the next time. Pull them off. Tell the people about me. Tell the people that you see she in the street. Yeah, she out here giving messages for free. For now. Grab it while it's good. Grab it while it's good. See you guys later.